Hello ladies and gentlemen, Zach here. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. This video is going to be full of spoilers, just a heads up, so if you don't want spoilers for the Horde side of the story, click away now. If you don't give a shit about that type of stuff, welcome aboard. Let's get into it, shall we? This video is going to be about my experiences leveling Horde side, a bit about the endgame, but mostly the story stuff and a little speculation at the end. So let's dive right in. My favorite zone by far was actually Vol'dun, which I was really surprised by. I love the look of Vol'dun, but it is the first zone you go in. It's where the capital city is, or your faction capital I should say, that we will be spending the next foreseeable future, about 2 years. First of all, I love the city. It's really confusing at times, still is, but it's a beautiful scene to just walk into and just see this massive pyramid of gold, and we learn its true purpose later in the story, but we'll get to that in a bit. So this starts off by Princess Talanji telling you to meet with King Rastakhan, who is her father. King Rastakhan then tells us, hey, you know, my daughter worries about me, but I'm not as blind as she thinks. I'm not that naive. I know there are threats in the city, I know there are threats in Nazmir, and I know there are threats in Vol'dun. And you know what? He really kind of gives us this talk that he knows what's going on. And since we helped his daughter, he'll let us stay. We'll talk. Basically, he gives us a chance to prove ourselves as the Horde to be valuable allies, which we do. But as you quest through Vol'dun, you get to ride cool-ass dinosaurs, do those quests that we all love so much, where it's kill 80 to 100 enemies on these fucking dinosaurs, which was awesome. And at the end of it, you don't really win. You don't win the zone. At the end of the zone, Rastakhan has been overthrown by Zul. He is now bound to Blomsamdi, the Loa of Death. And so is everyone in his bloodline. That means Talanji is as well, and she even remarks this in a cutscene, which I'm gonna play right here.
If you do this for me, I will bind my bloodline to you. All who succeed you will keep this bargain to serve me in life and in death. Forever. We got a deal.
Father, I felt something a moment ago. Has something happened?
Do not worry, my daughter. I have taken care of everything.
So there we have it. Rastakhan just made a deal with the devil, so to speak. Right now he traded his soul, and Talanji's soul, and the soul of everyone who precedes him, to work for Blomsamdi in life and in death. This is huge because now the kingdom that Rastakhan rules is now a kingdom of the Death Loa. But there is a problem. Rastakhan has to take it back from Zul, which we will talk about after all 3 zones are complete. So right now we're going to jump over to Nazmir, where I continued my adventure after Vol'dun. Nazmir is a zone that I didn't go in expecting to like. I historically don't like swamp zones. I find them to be too clustered, too many different things going on, and overall just not anything really nice to look at. But with Nazmir, I was blown away, especially when I got to the Necropolis. But the story actually took me a little while to get into. In Nazmir, you aid Princess Talanji in the threat against the Blood Trolls. And the story impact that this has overall is they are serving the blood god Gahun, who is trapped in Old Deer, which you can see in the background. Now, Uldir is a Titan experiment facility, but you haven't figured that out quite yet. You just know it's an ancient Titan structure, and it's the first place you actually visit with her to see the threat of the Blood Trolls, because that's where they mainly are, around the Heart of Darkness it is on the map. And as you go through killing Blood Trolls, you meet this one Blood Witch whose name I forget, and she is actually a reoccurring fight. You fight her multiple times, which I thought was really cool. I really hope Blizzard does more of that, because I love sequence fights where you take them on once, don't kill them, take them on twice, maybe you don't kill them, but by the third or fourth time, you are ready and they are dead, and it's just awesome. The thing that I really liked most about this zone, and huge spoiler alert, I was walking with some Tortolans to go see the Turtle Loa to get aid, and I love turtles. Turtles are awesome. And once you get there, you find out that the Blood Trolls killed the Loa, and they're actually working inside of the Loa's body. They made it their little workshop, their house, their base of operations for that area. And it's tragic, and it was a plot twist I was not expecting. It was really kind of heart-wrenching, especially as a turtle fan, to see this turtle just dead and collapsed and decaying with Blood Trolls inside. And once you get inside, you see a faceless one who's running the operation there. So you kill the faceless one. That part of the threat's been dealt with, but you still have all these Blood Trolls. And as the story progresses, you eventually find yourself on top of Uldir, where Talik sits. Now, Talik is the first boss of the raid. The cutscene where you break into Uldir, or that area, I should say, within the giant pyramid thing, mine glitched out and it looked to the sky, and I could not find any video on YouTube of it where it worked properly, and a bunch of my friends tried and it was also bugged, so that definitely took away, because I was like, what just happened? But there was a ritual on top to make Talik, who was a construct to protect Uldir, and convert him to work for Gahun, who is going to be the final boss of the first raid. So Nazmir is setting up this grand threat of the Blood God, which really ties together the big threat of the zones, especially in Vol'dun, where we learn more and how he's being contained. Overall, it's really cool. You meet Blom Samdi for the second time for me, but you really get an in-depth look at his house, at his realm. You do some work for him so he can help you with some rituals, and one of the quests I actually did was helping a daughter soul find her living mother, and it turns out that the mother traded her daughter's life so that she could live longer, and Blom Samdi knows this. And after you find the mother, you have to kill her because she says, "You're ruining everything, we had a deal." And so you kill her, and Blom Samdi is laughing because now he has two souls instead of one. And that really gives insight to the character of Blom Samdi. He does not give a shit about the living unless there's a deal had with him, and he will collect on that deal because he does want your soul. Anyway, the story of Nazmir was really good. I really did like it. You get a really full fleshed out story, and next up we're gonna hit Vol'dun. Alright, let's talk Vol'dun, shall we? Vol'dun is the PvP capital of Battle for Azeroth, let's get that straight, and that's why it took me the longest of any of the zones to complete. But besides me griping about having war mode on, because it is my own choice, let's talk about the story. So, Vol'dun, you go to track down a renegade Zandalari troll general. No one knows what this troll is doing besides the fact that he's working with the Sethrak Emperor. Now, as the story unfolds, you find out that they are attempting to break the final seal that is containing Gahun.
Data recovered. Corruption originates from Old God contained within Nazmir. Designation: Gahun. 3 devices were created to seal the corruption. Scans indicate Nazmir and Vol'dun devices currently inoperable. Last functioning seal: Zuldazar.
The last one is in Zuldazar, which explains why the Blood Trolls are attacking, but they need something to break that final seal to stop it. So as you're uncovering the story of Vol'dun and what the motivations are, you learn of this giant Kithraxi, Mithrax, who was defeated by the Sethrak Loa. And in the end of the zone, Mithrax is released. And now the final piece has entered the stage of the Zandalar Forever scenario, where the city of Dazalor, probably butchered that, is under attack, because that is where the final seal is, and Zul took over the kingdom, rallied the Blood Trolls, and now Mithrax is there to help break the final seal. Everything comes to this, alright, when we attack the city to get it back. We are going to overthrow Zul, stop Mithrax from breaking the final seal, and halt the rise of G'huun. Except that's not how it plays out at all. While it's true, yes, we do retake the kingdom. Very well. Congratulations, your majesty, as we hear Blum Samdi say. All the Loas combined could not stop Mithrax this time, and he successfully breaks the final seal. And now the rise of G'huun is in short. There's nothing keeping him at bay, which is how we get the Uldir raid, which is going to be amazing. I played through it on beta. You guys are really going to like it. This was a fantastic scenario. I don't want to give away too much because it really deserves your playthrough. So get a Horde to that point, complete all 3 zones main stories, hit 110, do the scenario. You won't regret it. Trust me. Overall, the Horde story was really it was great. It was really great. I was really surprised. I played through Kultiras on the beta, and I was like, nothing can top this leveling experience. Well, I was wrong, because the Horde leveling experience was even better, and had better cutscenes. And guess what, guys? Speaking of cutscenes, let's watch exactly how the battle for Dazar'alor, once again, probably butchered that, played out.
You are too late, Rastakhan. Rise. Rise, Mithrax. Rise.
One Samdi! We had a deal! Grant me your power! Mithrax, do it now! Destroy the seal! Long may you reign over your empire of ash. Look at this. Congratulations, Your Majesty. The kingdom is ours.
And that's the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you liked it, please do leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We do have new videos coming out all the time. We got some non-WoW videos coming out soon. They're in the works, so keep an eye out for those. And yeah, until next time, guys, stay classy.